I really can't believe Jaden Smith would do that.
I mean, you got to think he was in China beating up some Asians, saying some crazy terms.
Was that from the Karate Kid era?
Yeah.
He was.
Are you crazy?
See you next Tuesday.
Unbelievable.
It's scary hours out here, Brucey.
You know, Drake's making albums.
In the midst of all these scary hours, we're supposed to get a full Drake album. If it's not timestamp Drake, I'm not even a Drake fan, and I'm telling you right now, if it's not a full just album of bars, I don't want to hear him unless he's like crying about something like on some Take Care shit.
No, it's
I don't
Drake.
Want to talk about
he's so tone deaf. It's going to be called like 17 and I Love You. Like he doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
Oh man, I don't. I really pray for this man. The beef was just something that it was a wrath that he did not understand what he was incurring, and that's just a goddamn fact. He really didn't understand what was about to happen to him, and he just let it happen.
Yeah, he thought he was about to be trolling like it was Meek Mill again, and
he really thought,
I'm a little different.
Kung Fu Kenny came in with the what?
Iron Fist.
Drake had no idea. Iron Fist. You go right to Rivals, huh?
Iron Fist mains for sure, bro. That's all I think about lately. I have zero life. That's all I've been doing is working and taking care of my kid and playing video games, specifically Marvel Rivals. Yeah, China has all of my information at this point. All of my billing information. They know where all of my closest family members live. They know my grandma's social security number.
That's crazy.
I'm giving out whatever they need for costumes, bro. I almost said skins. That's a social faux pas in the Rivals community. They're called costumes. This isn't Fortnite, okay? We're not a bunch of children, okay? We're not.
That's a social faux pas.
Yeah. Sorry.
What's your favorite costume?
My favorite costume in the game? Oh man, that's actually hard to say. I mean, you gotta love the Deadpool Wolverine one, just the super classic Wolverine costume. That's really sick, and I love how they like managed to somehow be like super faithful to the film and to the original costume and to the art style of the game all at once. Like it's pretty cool how they pull that off.
No, I agree.
I don't know if that's my favorite, but that's just one that comes to mind.
I'm trying to think. Of which one would be my favorite. I don't have one.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe the Hulk's green scar costume. That one's pretty sick.
Yeah, that one is hard. I will say, like, I'm a Penny main, so like, I'm almost Lord actually on Penny.
Nice, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Penny skins are literally the EVA units.
Yeah. Yeah, so much of that. Yeah, and
you notice that
she just has like recolor. I mean, I didn't know that specifically, but it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, the recolors are so EVA Unit 01 is purple with the green accents.
Like the Venom skin.
Yeah. EVA Unit 2 is white and blue, and EVA Unit 3 is white and orange and red.
Yeah. Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, so much of that game is just basically Overwatch.
Or no, it was EVA 2 and EVA 0, whatever, blah, blah. Yeah, no, 1,000%. Absolutely. Have you seen Evangelion? Fuck the conversation of Rivals. Have you seen?
No.
Bruce, that anime changed my life.
I haven't seen a lot of anime, man. You're going to have to...
I know, but that's why I'm trying to express this to you. What's something I can equate this to? Okay, so not only is it like a story like The Killing Joke. Okay, so think about how amazing of a story that is, right? And how you're like from start to finish, you're like, oh my god, masterpiece, right? So I want you to take that intensity and amazingness of a story, and then I want you to have an ending. Have you ever seen 7 Pounds with Will Smith? Have you seen Pursuit of Happiness?
Yes.
With Will Smith? Okay.
Yeah,
You know how like
that's-
at the ending of Pursuit of Happiness, you're like, the sadness is all done. We're on to a good day. Like,
yeah, now we're happy. Now we're everything was
so
all
like,
worth
I
it.
want you to like think
Yeah.
if the ending didn't go back to happy and it was just like, now I understand the profound sadness of the human civilization. That's the ending of Evangelion. Like, that's the kind of ending you get from such an amazing story.
If at the end of Pursuit of Happiness, Will Smith got crushed to death by 1,000 bone density scanner machines,
That's life.
like just randomly, just
They just fell over on him and killed him, and that's life. That's life. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, dude. When I watched Evangelion, so like as a kid, I watched it on Toonami and shit like that. But I didn't know what the fuck's going on. At 10 years old, you think I'm gonna comprehend some shit like Neon Genesis Evangelion? I'm like, robots. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. But watched it again. I mean, I don't know. This was years ago now. Oh, within the it was like probably like 7-8 years ago. But I watched it again, and I literally woke up at like 2:00 in the morning after sleeping for like 7 hours on accident, and I was with my ex, and she was sleeping. I was like, I can't go to sleep. And next thing I know, it was 9 a.m. and I had watched 22 out of 26 episodes of Neon Genesis Evangelion, and I was just sitting there mind fucked. I was just like, I don't know what's like. I was like, I thought I knew, and then things happened, and then I was like, I don't know, and then I was like, maybe I know, and then I was like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, and then I went to sleep for a couple hours. I woke up. She was like, hey, I'm going to clean the house. I said, okay, I have 4 episodes of this movie and episodes of this show and then a movie to watch. And then I was like, I should be good. And like, I watched the 4 episodes and I just sat there, Bruce, like for like 15 minutes, bro. And I could not comprehend the thought process that I was having. Like, I was like, I mean, like I was lost. So then I was like, I gotta watch the movie. The movie is a retelling of episodes 25 and 26, which are the ending of the anime. It's a retelling of it from the perspective of the not main character, because the main character goes through like their whole own journey in the last couple episodes. The movie is fucking crazy. Gives you a whole different answer and perspective to what the fuck just happened, and like how the main character like changed everything. And the only way I can explain to you is like, as someone that had severe depression, anxiety, and was on medication for a very long time for it, and like, you know, like genuinely had problems with it, I had never thought of the concept of depression like that until I finished that show. I felt like I truly understood, like on this like whole new level, like how multiple people deal with depression in multiple different ways, and like I don't know how to explain it. It's crazy, Bruce. It's one of the greatest animes of all time. It's one of the greatest stories to ever be told. There are some really fucking crazy and unnecessary scenes, but one of the greatest stories to ever be told, hands down.
crazy. Who does Jaden Smith play in it?
If Jaden Smith played Shinji when he was a 12 or when he was a 14-year-old boy, we would all remember him for a scene where he just comes on a girl while she's in a hospital bed.
Wow.
And I'm not going to further explain. I'm going to make you think about that.
I really can't believe Jaden Smith would do that.
I mean, you got to think he was in China beating up some Asians saying some crazy terms.
Was that from the Karate Kid era?
Yeah.
He was where is he in?
Your Wing Chun. He just showed up at the he just showed up at, what was it? Was it the Grammys? Emmys? I don't know. He had the hat. He had the castle. Did you see that?
I did actually. Yeah, I did see a picture.
Yeah. Everyone was like, Jaden, look at us. He's like trying not to fall over with it. The thing looked crazy. I don't know. Sometimes like I get trying to make a statement, but then sometimes I feel like you're just like,
oh yeah,
I fuck with Jaden Smith. I actually fuck with your music, Jaden Smith.
Yeah.
The hat, the house,
Jaden and Willow. They're
element.
both, as far as like nepo kids, like that are actually talented. You know, honestly, I mean,
yeah, I mean they grew up still in a rough household.
I don't.
Apparently, you know, Will Smith was a very loving father, and their mother was not the nicest wife.
Banging that August guy, and
and then who else knows what the fuck happened? I mean, do you know how many times on record she's been like, Tupac's my one true love, and it's like, dude, you're married to Will Smith right now.
Will Smith, who is a national treasure, by the way.
Yeah, national icon.
How many
Literally.
times he can slap Chris Rock 5 more times. I don't care.
Smack the fuck out that boy.
I like Chris Rock too, but
Yeah, everybody hates Chris, man. Classic.
Every comedian deserves to be slapped. We all know that. Like, it is what it is. It's not it's not like he pinned him down and started beating his ass. He slapped him one time
and walked in and said, "Keep my fucking name out your mouth," or something like that.
Keep my wife's name out your motherfucking mouth. Yeah, and I understand like they banned him from like the Academy Awards or whatever. And I feel like maybe like the next year, but like for life, Will Smith for life, like he didn't contribute enough to. I don't know.
He's not going to he can't get a Lifetime Achievement Award from the Academy Awards now. That's crazy.
Crazy to me that he's just.
That's Will Smith.
Yeah.
For slapping a man.
The Fresh Prince, man. No more getting jiggy with.
He had to stand on. He had to stand on business, Bruce. Yeah. He had to stand on business, and look where it got him.
Apparently, Jada sucks, though. You're saying so. Will, if you're out there, I don't know if you're hearing what this guy's saying.
I'm just going by like the books. You know,
keep
what I'm saying?
That wrist loose when you see Tyler.
I'm going. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? I'll say it. I'll have this conversation. I'll look you dead in your face. You want to slap me? You want to slap? Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? But
you know what, Tyler? I'm just going to say it. I don't like the way that you address Will Smith.
You know what, Bruce? And I'm going to say it to you. I don't care that you broke your elbow.
You know what? I trolled you. My elbow's just fine.
Got him!
All right.
The thing goes.
Whoa.
We can't have that on. That's going to have to get cut. The Spider-Man set for Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know. It's up for pre-order right now.
A lot of people bitching specifically because there is a taxi. I got my feed must just be like all rage bait. That's all I see.
It's I'm seeing the same thing from a huge amount of Magic community. I mean, like I told you, I've got Magic Night tonight, and like that's been like a short
taxi.
Yeah, well, dude, and like, okay, so this is my thing. Like, everyone's saying that, but have you not been buying cards right now? Because, like, from my perspective, I only have the one LGS in my town, and they sell out really fast. So I have to go to like Meijer and Walmart and Target. Dude, all of those stores are selling collector's packs at $40 right now. Aether Drift and Innistrad, they were $40, not $25. Booster packs are $7.99 and $8.99, not $5 or $6.
Yeah, it's getting more expensive.
It's the inflation of everything, and like especially for the fact that Magic cards, I'm pretty sure are they produced in America?
I actually don't know. Man,
who knows? I forgot that I was on camera because for some reason I thought looking at a tab of myself didn't think I was on camera, so I was making all those faces and shit.
Tobey Maguire over there.
Yeah. Okay.
That was the one thing, dude. You ever notice that? Like, I cannot stand that about the Sam Raimi, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. He's like they're in like some emotional scene, and then it cuts over to Tobey Maguire, and he's just like, why are you making that face, dude? What are you doing? What are you doing with your mouth?
His emotions, dude. He's feeling his sadness. He's his truth.
For sure emoting, but it's like, I don't know, man. My Spider-Man doesn't ugly cry. That's all I'm saying.
In the comics, he'd be like,
yeah, he cries stoically.
Yeah, like silently. Even though he's supposed to be a 16-year-old boy at the beginning of his fucking comic series.
Yeah. He's like, well, I don't know if you've kept up with 616 Spider-Man or what's going on at all right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. All New Venom. You know what I mean?
I have been seeing issues of All New Venom.
It's fucking. Do you know who it is? I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to talk about it.
Is it hurtful?
No, it's Paul. Do you know who Paul is?
Fucking MJ?
It's Paul. It's fucking Paul, man.
They made Paul Venom for real? He went from just being a thorn in Peter's side to literally.
Spider-Man fans, we got a serious problem with Marvel Studios right now. Okay,
Why are they doing this to us?
yeah. You heard about Gwenpool?
Yeah.
Yeah, burn it all, man. Let's just restart. Let's just the Ultimates. We got that. Let's just.
He said, "Burn it all. We gotta restart." Why is Paul Venom? What happened?
Now, pretty sure it's Peter and MJ are getting back together, and that's whole thing. And Gwen Stacy, Gwenpool. I don't fucking know. They hate Peter Parker over there, man. They just want.
I know they do. They shit on Peter hard, bro.
Yeah, they just want everything to be weird and like.
They don't want Peter to have his happy ending.
Yeah,
I don't. It's like a Spider-Man rule. He always fucks shit up, dude. Like going all the way back to the 70s, he'll always fuck something up at the end.
Yeah, and it can't just be like some. No, they're doing the same thing with Batman right now in the Detective Comics. Like they're cool stories and stuff still. Like I don't want to shit all over the writers because they are still good stories and good writing and stuff. But it just feels like they want all this weird drama laced into it that it's like it's not stories about like heroes and villains and stuff anymore as much as it's like Sex in the City with superpowers.
Yeah.
What's happening? That's fine.
You gotta start reading some manga, Bruce. You gotta start reading some manga.
Dude, I did pick up some One Piece stuff. I told you that. And then I'm super interested. I just don't really know where to start.
I can make a list of some stuff for you. There's a newer series that's like in serialization right now. It'd be a fun one to catch up on. It's called Gotcha.
Like a beginner. You should make a beginner list, and we could post it too. For all
read some shit with Bruce
all along. Do like a beginner anime list. That'd be fun.
And then you can do like an AMA on Twitter or something like that. And like every time you finish a chapter or something like that, you're like, tonight I'll be reading this chapter of like it's supposed to be like a influential chapter of a manga, and I'm like, I'll do an AMA afterwards. I would love to be a part of that. Okay.
Fuck yeah,
yeah, we're doing that. Okay. All right. Well, I want you to read Gachi Akuda. I really like Gachi Akuda. It's a really cool premise. It starts off with an orphan boy. He lives on a floating island. It's like a whole city that's like in the sky, and it's kind of like Victorian era-esque, like British type stuff. And he's like a poor kid, and he's like he has an adoptive dad. He comes home and his adoptive dad is dead or dying.
Okay. Man.
And like right when he like is there and like holding on to his adopted dad, like trying to figure out what's going on, the guards walk in. They're like, you little rascal, you killed your fucking dad. We're gonna throw you out the trash. And it's like the whole thing is, since they're a floating town, they throw all their trash just off the cliff. And when they have criminals, they just put them like, instead of hanging them, they put them hands up and then just drop them off the edges of the like floating island. And so they do that to this little boy, and he falls all
trash.
Right, exactly. I mean,
be gone with you.
They drop him. They're like, yeah, the earth is covered in trash. It's just it's a wasteland. And he, should die on impact, and he doesn't. And the trash compacts into monsters that are alive and sentient. And so people down on Earth still have to be very careful through like from noxious gas, and these monsters stay alive. And there's some that are called janitors that have like, how everyone's got like your favorite knick-knack. Or like you've got like as an artist, like some artists have like their favorite pen that they just like have had for years that they just refill with ink and stuff. You know what I mean? So like in this manga, if you have an item that you've given enough love and care and nurture from, it attains a spirit, and then it will change its form into an item. And like into a weapon from the item it based is, and it has an ability that's like loosely based on that. And you fight with those. And this main character that fell, his item is actually his gloves, and because of that, he can touch any piece of trash and turn it into a weapon.
Okay, interesting. So
Kinda
he's
hard.
got soulbound weapon thing, almost like a Bleach style type deal, but like
So like one of the guys has like the first janitor or you meet, it's like janitors or cleaners, I can't remember. The first one you meet, he has an umbrella. It's like tattered, and when he opens it, it like gets blades and becomes beautiful, and it's like this whole thing. And that's how all their weapons work. Like one girl has a pair of scissors and turned to a giant scissor blade that she uses her feet to fight around with. That shit's hard.
Okay.
Still not as good as Dog Nigga though.
It's just hard for me to imagine reading a series that I can't even say the name of it.
Dog Ningen. You can say Ningen. They changed it to Ningen for white people.
See, that feels like exactly. I still feel like that's dangerous territory. I don't know.
I don't think so.
I feel like even if I say
I'm
that,
glad that I'm telling you, I don't think so. I think you can read Dog Ningen.
I'm at risk of losing my one pass, even if I say
So
that.
what are you gonna say? What are you gonna say or do then when you just open your door one day and there's a volume of Dog Ningen?
You know, I can't be forced to, or I can't not read. You know what I mean? Like you look at words, you read them. There's nothing I can do about that. But I can be a good person. I can keep myself from spreading that out into the world. You know, I can be
I'm
a
not
good.
telling you to give it to other people. I'm telling you to read it. It's a good story. The beginning of it's pretty. The beginning of it's, huh?
I'll read it.
You got to read it.
Read it twice.
When you meet Cat Bitch, the story gets very interesting.
You gotta love Cat Bitch.
Her power is that her vagina is a black hole pocket dimension that she can suck things into.
Like fucking the monk from Inuyasha.
Yeah. But it's her vagina. And like her first like real fight scene, she like throws some string out and it like slices the whole fucking area into like diced pieces.
So
And
wait, I don't want to.
she throws it out and then sucks it back in so fast.
So I don't want to be crass. Hold on, what is his name? Moroku. Sorry, I couldn't remember his name. But I don't want to be crass. But what would happen if Moroku just fisted Cat Bitch?
She seems like she'd be stronger than him. So I think that.
You think she would win? You don't think the whole universe would be destroyed?
No, they'd be sucking each other into each other. It's pocket dimensions.
They'd be sucking each other off, you think?
Yeah.
One would be sucking off the other one.
You know what I'm saying?
The music is crazy. It goes from intense battle music to you're like, what is happening?
What? This is Inuyasha? Who is Cat Bitch? Yes. No. Yeah, Dog Nigga's got one of the craziest beginning arcs of all time. The first 3 chapters are a fight between, or is it first 2 or first 3 chapters? Regardless, the first couple chapters are a fight, and then you get into the first arc, and it's a school shooter. So,
damn.
Yeah, his name is Kyle.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
it's a lot of Monster energy drink. Makes you violent. If you didn't know,
he does drink Monster energy drink. Huh?
Unleash the Beast has a few meanings. Makes you violent. And people get hopped up on that Monster energy.
Shit, that was crazy. That was crazy.
You know,
that was a crazy one. That was a hot take. That was amazing. Hey, you hear that? That was a hot take.
I don't know how many. I don't know how many violent offenders are drinking rock stars. You know what I mean? I just feel like it's pretty much all.
No, they're drinking bangs like you.
Bang energy, maybe bang. Well, I didn't used to drink any energy drinks until I found out, you know, that the Bang energy people were just really big supporters of the Trump administration. So I had to start.
Is that because you don't count Rip-Its as energy drinks because they're so low everything? Because you were drinking like 3 of those a day.
I haven't done a Whip-It since 2006.
I said a Rip-It.
Oh.
You said 2008?
2006.
So you're doing Whip-Its at 10 years old?
You weren't? Where did you come from, brother? Well, how old you got? Okay. Wait till you're 60.
I thought you guys would be like,
whatever.
Corn husks out there.
We got plenty of corn husks out here. Corn husks, cornhole.
Yeah, some.
Whatever you're looking for.
Cornholio.
Yeah.
Beavis and Butthead.
That too.
You probably looked a lot like Beavis when you were younger, huh?
Like Beavis?
Yeah.
Beavis is the blonde one.
I know.
Oh. No, I don't. I think I look probably more like Butthead than Beavis.
No, I think you look like Beavis.
I look like Beavis.
Facially. Yeah.
Profile.
Huh?
I said, do I got the Beavis profile?
Oh, when you're doing that side profile, I don't know. Do that one more time. You know, you look like one of those grunts from Halo.
That's fucked up. That's fucking wild. Crazy. Can't believe you would say that to me.
Oh shit! I still hit.
That's crazier. A grunt, even. I can't even be an elite.
I don't know. Elites have that like that
A brute.
bulbous jaw. You know what I mean? That like
Is that what they were? The brute, the big guy, the big ass one?
yeah.
Yeah, I can't even be a brute.
You don't have the xenomorph head.
Just grunt's crazy.
I can hear the what? I'm so tempted to just play like a YouTube video sound of just like grunts from Halo getting killed so we can just hear them screaming for like the next 5 minutes, but I'm not going to do it.
Does Jason drop in the grunts screaming sound?
Oh, a little picture over Bruce.
No, dude, that's fucked up. That's crazy. Hold on.
Oh, shit.
The things I do for the people.
I'm on one right now. I don't know what I can say.
Unbelievable. You would come at me with that Jack Sparrow facial hair.
I know, literally. You look like Grim when he turned into a human.
Grim?
Yeah.
Like from Billy and Mandy? Bro, he was Jamaican as fuck that whole time, and then he's just white as
white ever.
Which I guess there's white Jamaican people, but it's just like nobody was expecting that.
That show is so funny.
Dude, that was one of the best shows, dude.
Hands down, dude. The fucking episode when they have the card game and Grim starts making the cards all come to life. I love that episode. You know what I'm talking about? That one's so funny to me, dude. He was just like it was all the tiny monsters at first, and then all the big monsters came out. That show's just funny. I don't know. That show's also got some dark ass episodes too.
Yeah, some of the best characters though, and like really great parody of all those really fun like dark occult genres and stuff, like Haas Delgado.
Yeah, literally. What's Eve's name? Is that it? Was the golden apple Eden?
Was it Eden? And then there was Aries. I feel like she was Aries. She was just a female. Who was she?
She's supposed to be Discordia.
Eris. Eris. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, she's the keeper of the apple of discord.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I said Eve. I said Aaron or Eve. So I mean, I was pretty much close.
You know what close counts in?
Horseshoes and hand grenades.
I was going to say this situation. Good job, Tyler. Settle down.
Sorry, it was that sip of the nectar of the gods. You know what I'm saying?
But you got a Monster Energy drink over there?
Mountain Dew Voltage, actually.
Oh, that's pretty close. That's pretty close. You could go commit some crimes on a Mountain Dew Voltage for sure.
Dude, I'll never. We have to start a campaign to Mountain Dew. Isn't Mountain Dew PepsiCo now?
I think so. Start a campaign to Mountain Dew. Hold on. Where does that go? Where's this going to go?
I want to bring back Revolution.
Like where the fans pick a flavor?
Yeah. Do you remember? No, the flavor Revolution from the first ever round of that one. Yes.
Oh, I don't know.
When Voltage beat Revolution. Hold on. I'll look at it.
Was that the one? I thought it was called Solstice, the pink one. Was that the one?
The pink one, I think, was, that was in the rotation. It was Voltage, Revolution, and Solstice.
Oh, okay. Maybe I don't remember Revolution then. I think I really liked Solstice, if I remember right. It was like a strawberry one or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Solstice got remade in something like that. Yeah, so look, Revolution was wild berry fruit with ginseng. That shit was going crazy. Crazy.
Sounds like a gentrified Mountain Dew. I'm not interested.
It was not called Solstice. It was called, so it was the Democracy one. It was Supernova. A strawberry melon was the flavor of it.
It was called what?
It was called Supernova.
Supernova. Okay. That makes sense.
that makes sense. You're so funny, dude.
Well, I was looking at some of the other flavors. And, right. What?
I said, I don't even remember what that one tasted like.
Like a party in my mouth, if I remember right.
I'm crying. See, right
It's
here,
like
Revolution. People said it tasted like a cross of Baja Blast and Whiteout.
Whiteout was delicious. Baja Blast is delicious. Let's make it happen. I used to be like, I was probably the last guy buying 12 packs of cans of Whiteout when they were still selling them. Like they didn't sell 20-ounce bottles of Whiteout anymore. They didn't sell it in any other form except for the 12 packs of cans. And I was buying them on the reg. And then one day I went in the store and they just didn't have them anymore. And I was like, damn, I knew it was but what?
I didn't know that. I didn't know they discontinued those.
Yeah, it's a bummer. I was a big fan. Big fan of Whiteout. Bring it back. I don't care that it kind of looks like watered down semen in the bottle. It's delicious.
Popular. It showed up on DoorDash immediately for me.
Where is it at?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure. Brother, yeah, sold out. Fucking lying ass Google, dude. Google just lies, dude.
Pretty much not a thing anymore. But I think you can get in some very remote places that is. That I miss is the fucking Sobe, the like, I don't even know what they're called. The elixirs, Sobe elixirs. That's what they were called. Yeah,
bro,
those were so good, man.
Back in the hard, day. Dude. Hard.
Yeah, there was like a pina colada one was really good. I think there was like a strawberry one, a mango one.
Yeah,
I don't know exactly. But.
It's so funny we're talking about these nostalgic drinks because you want to hear something that's really fucked up.
Yeah.
Ever since that day after Sienna's house, when I both the night of Sienna's house and the day after had slugs in Arizona.
Hold up. Set the scene for the listeners. Tell it because this is disgusting, and I haven't drank in Arizona since either. We're gonna.
Dude. So all right, so
99 cents off the can. Dude, we wouldn't have talked about it if 99 cents was still on the can. We would have left we would have let it slide, But nope.
I literally before Bruce starts. This is going to be the campaign picture right here. The video right here. This little cut. Hi, my name is Tyler Hall. I'm an Arizona survivor. My story begins when I was 10 years old. My best friend Michael showed me an Arizona green tea for 99 cents. Being a broke child, a 99-cent drink of that size was just absolutely insane. So obviously I was addicted. Started off with green teas. By the time I got into high school, I was really feeding the itch. I was drinking green tea, fruit punch, Arnold Palmer Light, watermelonade, all of them. I was deep in the Arizona path. I remember that critical time when the Golden Bears came out.
Oh,
gone.
Golden Bear.
Man, delicious. Fast forward to here we are now. Measly age of 28. Actually 29. My birthday just passed. Measly age of 28 years old. And this year we were blessed with a new flavor. Arizona fireworks. I thought to myself, the Messiah, Arizona itself, has blessed us with a newborn. This flavor was supposed to be a bomb pop. It was delicious. I drank it all summer. Very enjoyable. There was even a frosted version of it. Not as good, but still pretty, tasty, right? So I buy a can of Arizona and we drive on our merry way to our friend Sienna's house, who's also a member of On Earth Arcade. And we're having a good time doing a little draft style magic, opening up packs of foundation, building decks, trying to have a good time, yada, yada, whatever. And I crack in Arizona. And I don't know for my non-Arizona enjoyers out here, but Arizona, even though they're not carbonated, they only have one or two. I mean, if you remember the Shaq sodas, though, hey, down here, like, subscribe, comment, bring the Shaq soda back. First off, but Arizona only has one carbonated drink, and it's the cherry limeade. So any real Arizona drinker knows, though, that every can is going to crack, but it shouldn't fizz. And I cracked it, and it fizzed. And I was thinking, maybe I'm just high. This is a little tape ball I got, by the way. I was like, maybe I'm just high, right? I'm just cooked. And I went to take a drink, and it was like, first thoughts, I have to think about it. Like, so first off, the action was like that long. So how long was that? 3 seconds, okay? So in that 3 seconds, I had multiple thought processes. The first thought process I had was, for some reason, this Arizona does not taste right. Second thought process I had is, this Arizona tastes carbonated. Because it was almost carbonated lightly. Third thought process I had is, as this mass of sludge fell in my mouth, and it was like literally like a thick, like singular, sludgy, nasty piece, I wanted to die immediately. And so I spit it back in the can and dumped it out. And they were all at the table like, what just happened? I was like, there was a moldy ass chunk in my Arizona. So again, praise be to the AZ, Arizona, 99 cents. You know what I mean? To you and yours.
Two things. That's the most disgusting fucking shit. I was there, watched it happen. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I can't imagine that at all. Second thing, you stopping mid-story to show off your little tape ball was the most neurodivergent thing I've seen all day. It was great.
Well, it's because it was in my hand. I was like, oh, this is going to be in the camera angle now. People are like, what the fuck's in his hand? Like, I just want to show everyone like it's a tape ball.
Bro, there was a carbonated slug in your Arizona. What happened?
Yeah, carbonated slug. New Magic the Gathering card. I experienced it first. But this is the worst part, right? So then the next day, I go to the same gas station and I buy another can of that. And I was like, maybe that was just a one-off. I've been drinking Arizona since I was fucking 10 years old, dude. Like, there's no way. Crack that bitch. I'm on the phone with my boss. I literally it's cold Arizona. Same situation. This time, it was truly a, like, huge chunk. Like, I literally spit it out onto the lid of the can. And I was on the phone with my boss. And I was like, and he was like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, I'm about to throw up. You're about to hear me throw up right now, dude. It was bad. Not good. I haven't drank in Arizona at all. It's been like almost 2 months now, dude. Like, and that was something I drank. Like, you can ask anybody, anybody in my life that has known me the last 10 years. I drank on a minimum 3 raspberry iced tea Arizonas every single day. Haven't drank in Arizona in 2 months because of that experience. Everyone keeps telling me, oh, you should reach out to Arizona and get a free case. You should reach out to Arizona and free case. Honestly, I'm not going to put it on Arizona. It's not on Arizona. It's on the gas station. It's safe practices. If you have teas and you make them cold, pull them out into a situation where they get warm and then make them cold again, you're just prohibiting microbial growth, and all of those are tainted. You shouldn't do that anymore. That's probably what happened. I'm not going to blame it on Arizona. However, my spicy brain can't drink Arizona anymore.
We're officially a science podcast. You just hit them with the fucking knowledge on this is improper storage of your teas. But, so yeah, we're off Arizona over here. So, Liquid Death, hit us up, slide in the DMs. Let's get it happening.
I mean, if Arizona really tries to like come good and like try to like honestly make me feel better, like, I don't know, like, I miss it, but I'm so scared. I'm genuinely like, I literally miss drinking my raspberry iced teas. I'm so scared I'm going to open one and just like
you have to just just start carrying red Solo cups in your car with you. So every time you can just pour the first drink out into the red Solo cup and see if there's anything fishy.
Oh, I'd be so fucking mad.
Just have a
I'd be
system.
even more mad. Like honestly, like I feel like I would have to like walk around with a list and just be like, oh, this gas station, avoid, can't go
Yeah.
there anymore.
Gonna
Oh fuck.
send a video to the people at Arizona sounding like Winter Soldier, just again.
The whole compilation at the end of the year, just fucking 3-minute video of just me showing picture after picture. Some are mid me throwing up. Again.
Yeah.
I was at a party, couldn't pour it in a solo cup this time.
Ugh.
Yeah, I
Gross
can't.
as-
Oh fuck. Life is
Yeah.
crazy. But in other news,
Let's hear the news.
my skin is super fucking pale. I need the sun to come back out because I'm not spending money to go to a tanning booth. Like that's so dumb. I just need to go sit outside and catch some rays, brother.
Catch some rays. I can't do that. It'll burn me.
That's true.
The sun or more on me.
That's true. Man, you know what did happen in the meantime? Because we're kind of just glossing over it like it didn't happen. MagicCon happened in between the last 2 episodes.
Yes, bro. Let's talk
Bruce
about
wasn't
that.
able to make it.
Nope, I was at home with the little one and Haley and stuff, having a good time. But I heard that you had a lot of fun. It was a really, really cool con.
I did. I got some nice, Unearthed Arcade fans out there. If any of you met me at MagicCon in 2025 in Chicago, please say something in the comments. Say how you met me. There's a couple key people that, like, were a good time. Tyler, Will, Maddie, thanks for being the people you guys were. Had really good matches with you guys. Honestly, anybody else that I interact with a lot of people. I talk to a lot of people. I just do that. I talk. I don't remember people's names for the most part. There were some people that were like social medias. Personalities. You can ask Bruce first and foremost. I am a paradox of a co-host on this because I don't use social media that often. So it's like I gotta set my game up. I need a class. So I think we're gonna do a class based on social media. I think that's something we're gonna talk about.
Okay.
But other than that, MagicCon was super awesome. We're looking at coming back next year with creator passes. That would be a really fun time. I think just being able to kind of like interact with everyone out there in some Unearthed Arcade. Yeah, MagicCon was awesome. I really enjoyed being able to be in an area where I was able to kind of like be around as many people in the Magic community as well as the D&D community. There's a lot of good conversation to be had, a lot of cool stuff. We got to see Tark here. We got to see the sneak peek at Avatar: The Last Airbender. We saw the sneak peek of the Edge of Eternity cards that look awesome. Obviously, we saw all the Final Fantasy stuff earlier the week but there's some really cool stuff coming up, and like my hope for Magic and excitement for Magic is going to be awesome. Like, it's really funny. At the end of the year, how many people have never played Magic the Gathering are going to be fans now and involved because of things like the SpongeBob Secret Lair or the Avatar: The Last Airbender set or Final Fantasy set, or Spider-Man, right? All the Spider-Man stuff can be shown off now. Like we were talking about earlier, like no commanders, but having, 8 standard decks is crazy. There was Spider-Gwen, Spider-Man 2099, Spider-Man himself, Miles Morales, Venom, Green Goblin, there's going to be a lot of stuff in there. It's not going to be a super crazy set. We kind of touched on that conversation earlier about people kind of complaining about the price. I don't think it's the game that is becoming more expensive. I think it's life that's becoming more expensive. There's a lot of things that are happening around us, right? It's kind of, it's sad to think about and talk about out loud, but there is. And that's, this is one of the things that we're being affected with. I think more than anything, we might see a little bit of grace from scalpers. Moving forward, it's interesting. The Magic community continues to grow every day. I really hope that we can kind of avoid that stuff. I'm hoping to see, sets like Spider-Man and Final Fantasy being able to be pushed in stores a lot heavier. I know that there's all that kind of hoopla with Target right now, though. Is it Target and Meijer that are thinking about pulling all trading cards from their shelves? I know that Pokemon's no longer being sold at Target, I believe.
Dang, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Pokemon's getting wild too. The Pokemon trade selling market is getting insane. The comic book shop that I go to, this was a few months ago now. I was with the Prismatic Evolutions or whatever, the Evolution set that came out ago. Somebody fucking broke into the comic book store I'm pretty sure that was what they were at. It had to be because it was the release day.
Trying to go through that. trying to pull those couple $1,000 cards. That's so crazy to me that people do that. Somebody just broke into. There's a guy here in. Damn, I keep doxing myself. So there's a guy out here where I live, and he's an older gentleman. He used to own a card store back in the day, back when like Magic first released, like that 95 through 2000 era, and he just kept a bunch of cards from games that didn't play. Like he has like Duel Master stuff like that. Someone he knows, they don't know who it is yet, but it had to have been someone he knew, broke into his house while he was sleeping, stole $45,000 of unopened Magic the Gathering stuff from the 90s.
Damn, that's fucking insane.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, I keep that shit secure, man. That stuff's wildly valuable. I mean, it's crazy the amount of money that we as fans pour into this type of shit and how much it's truly worth. But like, it could be like sometimes you like it's weird to think about it because you're like, oh yeah, it's just like it's a collectible and it's a game that I'm super into. But it's like, yeah, but if that's something you have that's worth like thousands of dollars, like you should be keeping that shit in safe. Like, I mean, not
that's true.
Like victim blame the guy who got robbed. It's obviously not his fault. It really sucks that people.
No, I know what you mean, though. Absolutely, but like it's like also such a high valuable. Like it's the same thing as like you don't just keep gold unattended in your house.
Yeah. Not saying it's his fault by any means. Just saying like best practices. Definitely be careful with that shit because it's. I mean, as I say, with a shelf full of.
I mean, at the end of the day, if someone broke into his house, so like I think they went past his best practice. That's why like the investigation is saying that had to have been someone that knew him because they knew where it was in his house, what to look for, and shit like that. They didn't just come in.
That's a targeted thing. Yeah, that's not a random burglar and then get lucky. I mean, especially because most burglars aren't gonna. They would see that shit and be like, whatever cards. Like they might even be like, this might be valuable, but I'm not. Whatever.
I'm not that sure about it. I'm not going to focus on it. I'm going to go get the things that look expensive that I know I can see 100%. You have to be like a real Magic nerd to know what set is going to pull the Black Lotus, right? You know what I mean?
Right.
So
yeah, and you got to know that like you basically knew that this guy had what he had, and you were
yeah.
Fucks, man, sucks. People are like that.
Crazy, 100%. Yeah, it's getting hard out here to be trading card collector like that. It's I personally am like really not a fan of like shopping online. I really like shopping in store. I like going in and having those conversations, seeing things in person before I actually like purchase it, right? I want to put my hands on things. And I feel like even Magic and Pokemon these last couple months, like they're sending us these links for like the pre-orders months before the sets even release. Like they want us to almost start doing online shopping for it. And I think that takes away so much. I mean, I was going to say fun, but let's be real. It takes away so much of the fucking excitement of the gambling. If I got to buy that shit online and wait for it to ship to me, like I want to be able to walk into the card shop and be like, bad decision. I'm going to spend $40 on packs real quick.
Yeah, it does feel like the whole pre-order system. It doesn't feel as fun to like. There is something in my brain that I'm like, I don't really want to pre-order Magic, but
I think we should go back to like. I mean, like okay, hear me out. Magic is obviously about to make a ton of money on the UBs and these new universes coming out for the new sets and shit like that. I mean, even Tarkir is going to make them a ton of money because they're revisiting Tarkir. But LGSs can really make a lot of money right now if they play their things correctly, right? Like, if everyone in their town knows that their LGS, like the one or two LGSs they have, are like the important spot because Meyer's, not selling them, Target's not selling them, Walmart sells out too fast, whatever. These LGSs can go back to throwing those old school events and like watch a line of customers show up in person to buy things. Like if Magic stopped these online pre-orders and it was still just like the stock is the stock, who buys is who buys, right? And didn't have Amazon buying this many thousand units to do pre-orders and shit like that. Like I think that we'd see this decline of LGSs kind of like start to disappear single-handedly from things like Magic. Like if you could only buy the Final Fantasy or the Spider-Man Magic sets in a store, you couldn't buy them online. Think about some of the lines you'd see outside on day one.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, it feels like it's just not the same for the hobby. It feels like, but
it's not. I miss those days, man. It's hard. Like there's only so many of actual Magic events, right? People only really want to go to pre-release stuff. Back in my day.
Complaining, you old man, now that you're 20.
Dude, I'm old as fucking... How are you going to tell my age? I'm supposed to tell these guys that I'm 19 years old, and you're out here telling people how old I really am. You like my hair flip? Did it do anything at all?
Yeah.
My color selection is making me feel like I look like a Star Wars poster right now.
That's valid.
You get the vibe?
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely looked like I could see the Star Wars. I don't know if we're allowed to use that. Just cover it with something cheap like the Beatles.
I don't think we'll get in trouble from that. That was a really bad rendition. You gotta like be a Star Wars fan to know what the fuck I just did.
No,
It sounds like you're like, and I need you. I won't go any farther than that, Jason. That way you don't get us in trouble.
What was that?
Shut the fuck up,
bro.
You know what song I'm pretty sure is royalty free?
What song?
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was.
That theme songs used to.
My glasses came off.
It was like that, and like theme songs used to go so hard, dude. Like that theme song, the X-Men, that
dude, the X-Men one was crazy.
Dude, that goes so hard.
Every year, Power Rangers, a new crazy song.
Yeah.
Like Dino Thunder.
Metal bands cover your theme songs, dude. If metal bands don't cover your cartoon's theme song, then it's a flop in my eyes. Unless
it's My Little Pony, because they just kind of do that, I guess.
Yeah, I don't care about My Little Pony. I don't have an opinion.
I don't either, but there's a huge the community of My Little Pony is like mainly adult men.
Yeah, the bronies. Yep. I don't really have an opinion one way or the other. I mean,
I don't have the opinion either. I'm just saying, like, I was trying to say, like, My Little Pony is always going to get covered because, like, that's the fan base.
Sure. All right, I do have an opinion. You're all fucking weirdos. Yeah, you're fucking.
Why did you become Italian? That's the only question I have. Or or a thick New York.
Yeah, I was Italian New Yorker. I was doing fucking meatball spaghetti. Hey,
meatball spaghetti.
Fucking walking here, you know.
You gotta be more aggressive.
Okay, all right. You and your lady friends get together for your book club. All you broads with your big time thinking and your real lady job. Okay, all right. Go change the world, sweetheart. Let's see.
I meant like repeat that line with some aggression behind it, and you just went to the wall, and I love it.
Oh, okay, I don't remember the line.
I don't either at this point.
I took it in a different direction. You know, as a thespian.
Power Ranger, what color would you be?
If I was a Power Ranger, what color would I be? Yeah. Oh man, you know, I think everybody wants to say Red Ranger. That's like, you know, everybody wants to be the leader, but like, I'm going to be honest with myself and say that if I'm really soul searching, if I'm really speaking true to myself, and I'm not just gassing myself up and being ridiculous, I would probably be some sort of multicolored, full spectrum ranger with the powers and strengths of all the rangers combined into one. That is like a superior being to every other ranger. That is sort of like on par with like Kyle Rayner's run from Green Lantern, Blackest Night kind of era, except for like 10 times the power level. If I'm being honest and speaking my truth. What about you?
Well, so the reason I was asking you,
what is your answer? Probably like a lame, like you're probably like green or something.
Oh no, the reason I was asking you is because, you know, I want you to explain to me how you would explain to a blind kid who's asking you what color Power Ranger you are.
Oh,
like I was gonna say, let's, you know, like I'm the blind kid, right? So like, Mister, what color Power Ranger are you? Thanks for saving my life.
Oh, okay, so my real one is obviously like way too cool. It's going to be so hard to describe. So we'll just say I'm red for example, you know.
Mister, what's red? I'm colorblind. I'm blind. I don't know what red is.
Hey, buddy. You know those sounds you heard when I was like the bang thwop when I was saving the day.
Yeah, when that lady started crying and she said, "My baby's dead. My baby. Why would you do that?"
Yeah. So that was the sound of me using violence against the bad guys who were threatening to harm and kill everybody around here. And when you use your fists to bludgeon a bad guy's face until he is no longer responsive, a sort of liquid paste comes out. You might say this is called blood and plasma. If you're familiar with such things, those share the same color.
I was going to ask what paste. But so you're punching someone so hard that the plasma is literally coming out of their blood?
Yeah. As a Power Ranger, you have to just to keep the city safe.
Have you heard of Go-Go Loser Ranger?
Go-Go Loser Ranger?
Mm-hmm.
No, is it like College Humor's Bad Man, but like Power Rangers?
No. This is gonna blow your mind. This is a real life anime. So I actually was reading this manga for a while. I'm like probably 6-7 months behind, but there's an anime out right now. I think it's the first season is out. This is the concept. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Okay. Rita Repulsa sends her monsters down. Zordon has the Power Rangers become the Power Rangers. After a year, the monsters start coming down essentially just on Sundays. And so the Power Rangers do such a good job. They take down all the generals and then beat a lot of the monsters and send most of them back to the moon and then set up a base. Here we are 18 years later. The Power Rangers are now the government and military authority. So like the government is split into 5 factions: red, blue, yellow, and green. Right? So like, and then there is a ranking system for the people in each color, right? For what it is. So red is security, blue is like so on and so forth, blah, blah, whatever. But like number 1 in each category is the current ranger, right?
Right.
The main character of this story is a putty. The putty men, like the foot soldiers from Power Rangers. The main character is one of them because in reality, go back to the first year that all of the monsters landed, the Power Rangers killed every single fucking monster. They left only the putty soldiers. They said, we'll let you live if you come down to Earth every Sunday and put on a show with us so we can show our strength and continue to be the stars to the world. Crazy. So one of the putty soldiers is like, I'm done. This is bullshit. We've been doing this for almost 20 years. All of our bosses are dead, besides 1 or 2 of them that are in hiding somewhere. I'm done. I'm going to go infiltrate the Power Rangers, and I'm going to go kill the fucking Power Rangers.
So basically, the Power Rangers initiated some kind of like weird giant psyop to keep the world thinking that they were the coolest motherfuckers in exchange for not committing worldwide genocide against monsters.
They already did. They commit the genocide. They only left 26 soldiers left.
Further genocide.
Not fully extermination. Not full extermination. Yeah.
Okay.
And so and to prove how like intense the story is to you, in like the first couple chapters, one of the Rangers kills somebody in like the most gruesome way in front of all the other Rangers, and they just all go, okay, and act like it was nothing. Like straight up murders another human being. It's fucking crazy, Bruce. Crazy. That's an anime that's out right now. You could watch. That one's really good.
An actual anime that's out right now?
Actual anime right now. It's called Go-Go Loser Ranger. Yeah, it's so fucking good, Bruce. I really love the story for Go-Go Loser Ranger. It's like a really weird take on Power Rangers. They don't have Megazords, and they don't have like Morphers. They all have like an ancient dragon weapon, and instead of Zordon, it's like this small alien dragon thing. So and their weapons.
Power Rangers thing?
No, it's not official Power Rangers, but it's a Shonen Jump manga.
How are they allowed to make it? Like, and is it just like loosely based off Power Rangers, or is it like actually
based off Power Rangers? That's what I was saying. There's no Morphers. There's no Megazords. They all have a ancient weapon that they don't. Yeah.
Okay.
It's really good though, dude. It's really, and like, I mean, you also got to think about it. Power Rangers is like very public domain, so you only got to change 30% of something, and you can no longer be sued for it.
Sure. Okay. So here's a question for you. A perhaps better, more interesting question about a cooler fandom, not this lame baby Power Rangers.
Cooler fandom, you say?
If you could have any color of the lantern rings, what color would you have?
Obviously no white or black, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay. Honestly, I really think yellow. I think that there's a lot to be done with fear. If you're talking about just like in terms of like, I'm trying to be a bad motherfucker, I'm trying to just be untouchable. Yellow and red are pretty fucking good. Red has a lot of issues that come hand in hand with it, but the raw power from it. But yellow, you play your cards correctly and do things in a long-term scale, you can make yellow very powerful.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. That's a pretty good answer. I, on the other hand, I would probably go with all of the rings, every color, including the white and black ring. I would have all of them, and I would be a master of the full spectrum, including life and death, and also have the powers of the New Lantern Sorrow, plus probably some other undiscovered cool ones that would come in the future as well.
Yeah, some new colors, like Color Out of Space, right? It just appears and you're like, yeah, now I'm this.
I'd have the first clear ring.
Well, I have the chartreuse ring. It's called a cock ring. You can come take it with your lips, bitch.
We'll see you next Tuesday.
Are you crazy?